my name is Chelsea. For those of y'all who are brand new to this channel, this is my music channel. If you're coming from my main channel, what's good? What's up? I'm a little dressed down today. This is typically how I dress when I'm making beats and whatnot. Today I'm going to be making a beat from a song that I heard on Spotify maybe about a month ago. It's called Sunny. It's by Bobby. I want to say Bobby something. Hold on, let me like fact check that real quick for you. Okay, yeah, I had to do a little fact check. So yes, it's Bobby Heb. That's who it's by. So I'm going to show you guys how I go through my process of sampling and all that good stuff. And then ultimately you are going to hear what I come up with, and I hope it's good because like I said, this is my very first time recording me doing this process. So I hope you guys like it, and let's get started. All right, so this right here, I already have the song loaded up. I sample most of my stuff in Virtual DJ, so I'm gonna let y'all hear the original before I do anything to it. And this is already cut up into the 3 sections that I'm gonna use for the song.
Sunny, thank you for the sunshine you gave. Sunny, thank you for that gleam that flows with grace. Sunny, one so true, I love you.
So that was the 3 sections that I'm going to chop up and use. The first thing I normally do is I change the pitch right over here. So I'm gonna let this play.
Sunny, thank you for the sunshine you gave.
And sorry if it comes off a little choppy, y'all. Sometimes Virtual DJ can get kind of crazy. It can lag horribly from time to time. So the next thing I'm gonna do is change the key. I normally change the key up as high pitch as possible, but sometimes you have to tweak it in Virtual DJ to make it not sound as choppy, to give it the kind of chipmunk sound that you normally hear in most samples. So let me see if it'll do right for me. Now that I got it to where I want it to be, the next thing I would normally do is go right here and record whichever part I'm gonna do, but I've already done that. So now I'm just gonna go into Logic and take my samples and try to put them all together. All right, so now that I got Logic loaded up, we're gonna try to play through this, but Logic sometimes lags as well. So I definitely recommend that if you are doing anything with this type of software, you have something to put your laptop on that's gonna cool it down. So we're gonna try to get as far as we can. So now that I have the first part loaded up, I'm gonna chop it to where I want it to, because this is just gonna be the intro right here. So I'm gonna see where I want it to stop it.
Sunny, one so true, I love you.
All right, I think I want it to stop right about there. Then let me split this real quick. So since that is all I want from that little part, just gonna get rid of this. So now let me try to clean it up a little bit so that I can get a good intro. Zoom in and really try to see where this is gonna start, like where the sound starts exactly. And the command to try to trim it, if you are trying to do something in Logic, is Command T. Trim it up, just get it right.
Sunny, one so true, I love you.
Okay, so I need to try to get rid of that little S at the end here. So let me see if I can. All right, so after a few minutes, well, maybe not a few minutes, maybe like a minute or so of really like zooming in and getting in there to try to get that S out of there, we finally got it out. So this sounds like this.
So true, I love
you. All right, so we got it out. So my next step is going to be to create a new track so that I can upload the other part of the song that I want to use. I've been teeter-tottering between 2 of the parts of which one I want for like the verse, but I'm gonna listen to them real quick and see which one I want to go with. I think I'm gonna use that part. So import that. I'm gonna try to connect these for right now before I add like the beat to it, just so when I do add the beat, it'll just flow together.
One shine so sincere, sunny one so true. I love you.
So I want the sunny part to come in right there. Let me slide this up a little bit.
I love you. Sunny, thank you for the sunshine, okay?
So I'm gonna add another track, and I'm gonna add the beat that I've typically when I do beats, I try to make everything that I use, but sometimes like in this situation, if I just want to make a little quick beat, if I have an idea but I don't really have the time to go into a super detail with trying to make a beat, I'll go on Loop, I think it's Looperman, and I'll find a little beat for whatever I'm trying to do. So I found a little quick little like trap kind of beat that I liked, and it kind of fit well with the song, so it kind of sounds like this. Alright, so that's the beat right there. That beat was actually a little bit slower on when I first downloaded it, but I sped it up in Virtual DJ to make it match with everything. Alright, so I think we got it somewhat lined up a little better. Let me listen to it again. That sounds 10 times better. So what we're gonna do is unmute that, and then we're gonna solo this one. This is the beat right here. So I need to make a good loop out of this one. So let me hear it, and because sometimes when you download stuff from Looperman, sometimes it's actually the loop that you download is actually already looped very well. So all you have to do is to go ahead and loop it, but sometimes you have to tweak it to get it to loop correctly. So let me listen to it one more time. Okay, so it's not that bad. Probably what needs to happen is that I need to duplicate this track. So if I can get, there we go. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, well, not duplicate it, I'll just import it again. I'm just gonna import that audio file one more time, and then squish it together like it needs to be. Don't highlight both of them, just one. Okay, so let me see, hear this one again. Because it's really just maybe like a hair off from where it needs to be. But I'm super OCD, and if your producer is not super OCD, then they're not a good producer then. So I'm gonna try to get this together, make it sound nice and clean. It sounds like it's right. There we go. There we go. That all it was that little millisecond, y'all. That was it. Okay, so now that we got that the way that we want it, let me combine these two tracks together, and hopefully we will have a good loop. Okay, you might have to cut it right about there, because it's fine until it gets about right there, and then here I'll let y'all. I'll let it finish so you can hear what I'm talking about. See, it's starting to get off a little bit. So we're gonna. I still hear like this. I feel like this could be over just a little bit more. So I'm gonna zoom in, scoot it over just a smidge. And then I'm gonna go in and try to fix this sample real quick. Okay, let's solo this and see, because we're probably gonna have to cut it to loop that particular part. Because when I made this sample, I just kept like pressing loop in Virtual DJ. I knew that it was gonna be off a little bit, and I was just gonna have to trim it up. So I might have to just do that. Okay, so that turned out a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, that's cool. So okay, so we got that out of the way. So we got the first part, we got the intro, we got the chorus. So the next part is gonna be the verses. Now I'm trying to decide if I still want voices to be in the verse, because I don't, it's like I want it to sound repetitive but not super repetitive. Like I try to do this very Kanye style with it, like you can add the voice but not like over and over and over again. So I'm gonna try to see what I want to do with it. All right, let's open up this. So like I said earlier, for the verses, I'm actually going to make the little beat underneath the verse, because I don't want the same trap beat under the whole song. I wanted to have a little depth to it, so I'm gonna construct the verse like I want it, and then I'm gonna get my piano out, probably add some 808s underneath there, because I don't want anything heavy because of how heavy the chorus is. So I want something to still be in the ballpark, but just not as heavy. So probably just gonna add a few 808s to it. So let me see. Okay, let's do this. Let's cut it about right here. See where we're at, because I think I just want to do the thank you part. Let's play it, make sure we got that good. Perfect. Okay, cool. So I am going to get my keyboard out now, and whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna get my keyboard out now, and let's try to see if we can lay these verses down, because once we lay the verses down, everything else will be simple. We just have to copy, paste, loop everything, and we'll be good to go. Let's see if we can figure out how to play it. Okay, now that we kind of got, all right. Now we just got to find a sound. So I think that's the sound I'm gonna go with. Anyway, I think that's the sound I'm gonna go with. That kind of like. That stuff that'll make your bass, your trunk rattle. Alright, let me see. Let me see here. So I'm gonna lay that down real quick, and let me see how that sounds, and then I'm gonna go from there. Hopefully we don't have to do this too many more times. So I'm gonna lay that down real quick, and then we'll see how it sounds. Alright, so I was hitting a little writer's block there for a minute, because I had the idea, beat, and melody going in my head, but it just wasn't sounding the way I wanted to. So what I decided to do was to take the trap beat and cut it a little bit to where it would be good for the verse. So this is what I came up with. So that's what I came up with that, and that'll probably be the beat underlying for the verses, and then I'll probably still use my same melody, but just have that beat there, and then I'll have a little melody with the 808. Alright, so after a bit of chopping and screwing a little bit, I think we come up with something that's good for the verse. It's not completely finished, but this is what I've come up with. I decided to still use the thank you, but just kind of take the loop that I constructed and kind of chop it up a little bit. So this is what I've come up with. So that's what I've got so far. I'm probably gonna add that thank you one more time, and then we're gonna make a transition back into the chorus, and then I'll probably loop this, do this verse again right after that. So let me try to add this last little part, this another one of the thank yous, and then get a bridge going, and then if I'm not mistaken, we should be good after that, and we can just loop it and that'll be it. So let me do this last little part, and then we'll hear the final product. Okay, y'all, so after a lot of careful tweaking and sampling and all that good shit, I finally got this done. Well, at least the first half of it. So the only thing that's left for me to do really is to take each one of these and loop them, so that way it'll become a whole entire track. And then I'm gonna add some EQs on the voices and the beat and everything to make it sound really nice and crisp. But this is what I have for right now, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So here we go.
Sunny, yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, you smiled at me and really eased the pain. Now the dark days are done and the bright days are here. My sunny one shines so sincere. Sunny one so true, I love you. Sunny, thank you for the sunshine today. Sunny, thank you for the sunshine today. Sunny, thank you for the sunshine today. Sunny, thank you for the sunshine today.
Alright, you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little tutorial there. This is my very first time doing this, so if you guys have any sort of critiques or anything like that, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the beat. Like I said, this is just a quick little something that I did. Normally I don't try to heavily rely on Looperman for things, but if I'm just trying to get out a quick little beat, I'll try to go over there and find either like a melody loop, or like I did today, like a beat loop. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you haven't already, subscribe to my main channel as well. That is youtube.com/iheartchels93. And then check out my SoundCloud for the full version of this track. And it should be available for lease and all that good stuff if you guys want to lease it out for your mixtapes or whatever the case may be for you. But that's going to be soundcloud.com/YoungCBeats. So make sure you guys check out my SoundCloud. There's a lot more different beats on there, so check those out. And yeah, that's all I have. So I hope you guys liked everything, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.